The Trump administration just ordered that airlines in the United States cancel more than 700 flights. In one day, 700 flights canceled. A lot of people are talking about, damn, my holiday plans. I'm scared about what's going to happen for my holiday plans. And I'm thinking about the fact that they're preparing to make it so that we can't leave. They're preparing to make it so that we can't leave. We were literally talking about that since the beginning of the year, since they all of a sudden were saying that we needed to have additional ID in order to be able to travel just even domestically. They're making it so that we can't fucking leave. We can't flee. And do you guys forget that there were a lot of elites that had already fled the fucking country? They had already fled. They left. And now we cannot leave. So the information that I'm about to read aloud is coming from an article that you can find on CNBC. And it states here that more than 700 U.S. flights were canceled as of 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday, according to aviation data firm Cirium, about 3% of the total schedule for that day. And they say that the cuts were ordered because of the traffic air controllers who have missed their paychecks due to the government shutdown, which is now the longest in U.S. history. But that's not our fault. That's this administration's fault. And them misappropriating funds. You understand? It's their fucking fault. We're supposed to have a contingency fund for situations like that. We shouldn't even have a government shutdown if it wasn't for the party of this administration. And now, all of a sudden, coincidentally now, they have the perfect opportunity to literally hold Americans hostage. We can't fucking leave. Oh, and it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. According to the FAA order, right, the flight cuts will increase to 10% over the next week. Remember, they just canceled about 3% of their flights, right? So Friday, beginning with Friday is 4% on Friday. Then by Tuesday is going to be 6%. Then by Thursday is going to be 8%. And then finally on November 10th, it's going to be 10% of flights canceled. If 3% of flights canceled here in the United States put us around fucking 700 flights, imagine 10. Imagine 10. And as this federal government shutdown continues, so does the snowballing effects of this situation. It's going to be less and less TSA workers, less and less air traffic workers, less and less flight attendants, less and less, less and less, until there's none. And how the fuck are you going to leave then? And if I created an environment where my American citizens can't leave, and they definitely are going to want to place the blame on someone, and maybe I can't leave either, I would really want to make sure that I built some place where I could be safe. I would really want to make sure that I begin the process of building a place where I know that I could be safe. Because I know they're coming after me. That's just what I would do. So yeah. Stay focused on the fact that your holiday plans are so ruined. Stay focused on that. And don't think at all for a second about how you can't leave, period. Fuck the holiday plans. You can't leave, period.
Y'all, what if the government shutdown isn't about politics or money? Think about it. Flights is grounded, airspace is about to be closed, and communication lines is going dark. Meanwhile, you got scientists talking about three-eyed atlas may not be a comet, and it's doing things that comets don't usually do. Say they reverse orbit, something in the back turned blue, it's headed our way, and you've been hearing chatters all year talking about aliens. What if this shutdown is really a lock-in, so we don't get to see what's going on from above us? If we can't fly, we can't see shit. What if they know something's up there? Or what if they know something is coming, so they're trying to use this government shutdown to keep us shut down?
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beauty. So the US government shut down the airspaces and airports. And the reason why the shutdown is taking place is because the administration said they do not have enough funding to pay its workers. And so workers have been working without pay, while others stop working because they cannot afford to work for free. And you know, when things like this happen, it affects the people the more. Okay guys, let's watch people's reactions and we will be right back. Stay with us, comment your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel to support the channel. and we'll be back.
Because of the mass amount of chaos as it relates to the mass amount of delays that has been happening at specific airports, and we've been seeing this, some of us have been experiencing it, there could be a pending airport airspace closures. And this is per y'all favorite principal child. So they're talking about as early as next week closing certain airports down or across the country because of this whole riffraff and chaos that it's causing as it relates to the governmental shutdown. Now, we know that air traffic controllers, the TSA workers are not getting paid, and this is going on the 35th day of non-payment. I'm sorry. I know I wouldn't have been able to do it. Shouts out to them who's working hard and going, and they may receive payment. I just, for me in my house, I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm not going to come. I'm sorry. As we progress, this country is experiencing history. We are experiencing things that we've never experienced in the history of this being a country. And so the widespread of chaos, even fear, the spirit of fear, as it relates to people's livelihood, how they're going to continue with their lives, paying for their rent, paying for food. This is serious. And to talk about closures of airports changes the trajectory of so many things financially in this country. With business, people travel for work. I mean, this is something that is not just, oh, they're closing out airports, oh, we can get around it. If you close down these airports, that is going to affect the economy even more than what it already is doing. They're saying that this crisis could escalate even more as we progress into November. And because of the escalation, that's why they want to close down the airports. But not even that. I've been on a lot of different discussion boards, and people are not even able to get to work. These TSA workers, the traffic controllers, they don't even have money for gas to get to work. And so they are not showing up simply because they can't financially afford driving to work. I'm sure most airports are 30 minutes away from your normal person who live normally in the city of some sort. This is bad, and this is really bad. If he is seriously considering this, if this actually takes place, this is also going to cause more of a ripple effect of people, number one, losing their jobs, number two, other companies having to close their doors. So many systematic things. It is a ripple effect that will affect the economy in a major way. I personally don't see the government coming back. I prophetically spoke that this was not, that the government wasn't going to come back, that this time around, and I told y'all, the Holy Spirit showed it to me, this time around, that this was going to linger because it is a purpose in all of this. You have to understand the prophetic times that we are in. There is things that God has ordained and that he is allowing so judgment can hit the land. This is all bad. Now, because if folks get stranded where they at, how they gonna get to and fro? How? This is not something minor. This is so detrimental to this country. Child, we is living in the next Bible series, child.
And now there's a strong possibility that none of us will be traveling for the holidays. The airports are getting shut down. I was planning to go to New York to celebrate 100,000 followers, and it's looking like that's not going to happen. Just let me know if I need to start up Quarantine Live again. Let me know if we need to run that back again, so I can just be prepared this time. Because it's starting to look like we finna be in the house. No, like real bad. Like we finna be locked up, cooped up in the house for a good little minute. And even though not being able to travel and have fun and hang out and turn up for the holidays isn't nearly as important as people getting paid, you know what I'm saying? And having to survive off of what they had, if they had anything before the shutdown. But it's just crazy to think that a lot of people won't be able to travel home to see their families. Like, as someone who recently just like had a parent pass away and who have had family members pass away over the years, being able to see your family, especially when you don't get to see them often, is like, people look forward to that. I mean, so this is, yeah. What are we gonna do?
Impact because of this government shutdown. We now know that over 800 flights have been canceled today. And we also know that at least 40 major airports are being impacted because of this government shutdown. 10% of air travels has been cut due to this government shutdown. Now you gotta ask yourself, is it safe to travel? United, Delta, Southwest, they're all canceling flights. And the reason they're canceling flights because these people aren't getting paid. There is no funding, so there is no flying. And I know a lot of people plan on going away for the holidays. I just said this. But you have to think, is it a wise idea to get in these planes during these times? A lot of planes aren't being serviced properly. People don't want to be at these jobs and they're not getting paid. This is dangerous. And think about how many more delays. Think about how much more chaos. Think about everything that's going to happen if the government doesn't open back up. Now, the only thing that I heard that was good for people that booked these flights and were awaiting these flights for today is that you will be issued a full refund if you do not want to fly. Get your money. Get your money. And this is just a small piece of the airports that's going to get impacted. You see it says 40. You have Chicago. You have Boston. You got LaGuardia. You got Indianapolis. You have so many airports that's about to feel it. And think about this. This isn't just you flying to your family and getting back safe. This is also about cargo. The stuff that we use on a daily basis. So everybody is taking a hit. Again, be patient and think about making these trips at this time. Because this thing, it don't look like it's ending no time soon. And it might get crazier. I'm out. We now know that over 800 flights.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So what you are seeing right now is more than a travel story. It is a reflection of how broken the system has become. The shutdown is not just closing offices, it is closing opportunities, disrupting lives, and once again showing us who the system really care and protect. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel to support the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.